lads, welcome back to the channel. Now, you guys are noticing something a little bit different. I have blue hair once again. So if you guys are, before we get on to the video, just a quick little announcement from Josh. If you guys are brand new to the channel, every November, basically, I dye my hair blue for Lung Cancer Awareness Month. And basically, what I do is I do a little charity event stream on Twitch. The stream is going to be on the 8th of November, starting at 11 a.m. GMT, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Basically, what we're going to be doing is just, well, it's a subathon on Twitch. I imagine you guys have been in a subathon before. Basically, it's going to be a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 24 hours. And basically, all the money I raise for that is going to go to Roy Castle Lung Cancer Foundation. So lung cancer's been a bit of a bitch to my family. So I'm gonna try and do my part to try and help finally find a cure for a disease that's pretty much affected everyone at this point. So yeah, if you guys do want to donate to the GoFundMe, the link is in the description. Or even if you just want to just lurk in my stream on Monday, I think the stream is. Either way, it's the 8th of November. It does truly mean the absolute world, and hopefully we can beat last year's amount. Like last year, I think I raised over like 170 pounds, so that's roughly about 200 bucks. So hopefully we can do something else. But yeah, if you guys don't care and you just want to get into the investments, we're gonna be talking about which cards you should be investing in. I told you guys to invest in a few certain players a few weeks ago, and those players have pretty much gone up in price since then. So told you guys to invest in Jalen Suggs and Jarrett Culver. They were the two main ones, because just look how rare they are on the market now. 3K, 3K, 3.4. I thought that's a 1K for the holo then. I was about to snap that one up. But yeah, the cards are being very, very... You can very easily like make quite a bit of MT if you did get them when I told you guys. So when I told you guys to buy them, you could get them for 500 to 600 MT. And the cheapest Jalen Suggs at the moment is 1700. So definitely something you guys should be taking into advice. Obviously, Jalen Suggs as well is obviously probably the best budget point guard. Well, I say best budget, the best Sapphire point guard in the game. So he's definitely one that was definitely always going to go up in price. Now, in terms of cards we're going to be talking about now. Now, we have the alter ego packs. Obviously, you guys can... It's quite weird with the masked ones, because the masked ones are always going to have value at this point, just because locking in for Rip Hamilton. And of course, they do have gold blinders. But to be fair, gold blinders doesn't really do that much. It's mainly... Blinders really works when you have half blinders. But basically, these rubies at the moment... I'm just going to talk about rubies, and then we'll talk about the sapphires, because there's one sapphire in particular that I think you guys should be picking up. So yeah, even just looking at the rubies, like Westbrook's about 1450. Derrick Rose, you can find him for usually about 1600. So obviously, if you can get them roughly about that price. LeBron is a bit of a weird one. LeBron is obviously, because his name is LeBron, he is a little bit more expensive. Yeah, he's about 2.5 to 3K for a LeBron James. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend LeBron that much, albeit his card isn't like that bad. It's just his card isn't... His card doesn't help stand out, if that kind of makes sense. If you look at the point guards, for example, especially Derrick Rose, he does have obviously 20 gold badges, so that does help with potentially increasing his value a little bit. But in terms of the cards in the alter ego set, there's one card in particular that I think you guys should be looking at, and that is Harrison Barnes. And the reason is he just has a really well-rounded card. 83 three-pointer, 85 driving dunk. He's got an 80 driving layup. He's got decent passing. His defensive work isn't great, but he is a Sapphire, so you do have to have some sort of drawback on the card. And his athleticism is really good as well. In terms of his badges, he does have 9 gold badges, all of them being shooting badges. Well, mainly shooting badges. So even just if you don't want to pick up the masked one, if you just look for Sapphires like 750, you can usually find Harrison Barnes in here. Now, I've been bidding on some Harrison Barnes at 600 MT, and I'm usually picking them up roughly around that price. And he's just another one of these cards that I can definitely see going up in price. Like, obviously, his cheapest at the moment is 750 to 700, but his card is just too good to go for that little for very long. Because if you guys have used his card, you know how good he is. His jump shot is one of the smoothest jumpers in the game. So it's definitely one that I recommend you guys look at. Also, as well, just even going on to the NBA moments, these are some cards I think you guys should definitely be looking at. One in particular, Spencer Dinwiddie. He's sort of slept on in the community. I'm not too sure why. Pretty much the only ones speaking about this card are the odd YouTuber here or there. But you can usually find it for about 13K. put it this way. Before I recorded this video, I checked his price. He was about 10k. So already his price is going up. And of course, he does also come out of packs. Obviously, he's already out of packs. So at the moment, you cannot pack this card. Obviously, in terms of like super packs and stuff, he may go up in price. Oh, he may go down in price once again. But in terms of just his card, he's such an all-round good point guard. Like, if we're just looking at his card, he's got an 87 three-pointer. His driving dunk's not quite there. 91 driving layup. Incredible passing. Defense is a bit suspect again. But 89 speed. He's really, really good. 15 gold and 13 silver. He's got really nice badges. Obviously, you gotta have a few better ones, but yeah, obviously he's got bullet. He's got tie handles. He's just got some really nice badges on his card. So definitely one that I recommend you guys go look at. Another one that maybe is, I did say for you guys to go get Nemanja when he was in packs, because at the moment he's 9k. You could very easily pick up this card for 5k when he was in packs. So moments cards in general are packs that I think you guys should be looking at, especially some of the ones that are really high valued. Like this Miles Bridges card is phenomenal. Like if you guys have used this Miles Bridges card, you know how good he is. I don't really like investing with 20k. I think that if you're buying a few cards for like, obviously if you're looking at Harrison Barnes, you could pick him up for usually 600. There's not a lot of risk there. Obviously, Miles Bridges is definitely a risk, and if you just go, you can sort of treat Miles Bridges as sort of these limited edition cards, because these limited edition cards have just disappeared off the market. Like there's barely any of them on the market anymore, just because they were in packs for 3 days, like a lot of the moments cards are. Like you can very easily just scroll to the end very, very easily. Like the only one I think that is like a buy now still is Gilbert Arenas. Like even Westbrook, it gets bids every now and then. So like even just with Joel Embiid, I think at one point he was the best center in the game. He's not, like, he's still decent, but he's not great anymore. So he's one that's going to be chilling in there. But yeah, in terms of like cards, I would definitely recommend you guys pick up now. Harrison Barnes is probably V1 for people that don't have a lot of MT. He's one that I definitely recommend you guys look at. In terms of other ones, like I definitely would recommend Derrick Rose. If you can get the masked one for cheap enough, I definitely think you should do that. Also, as well, I think Spencer Dinwiddie is pretty much a lock-in at the moment, just because he's already out of packs and there's not that many of him on the market already. I will say, in terms of like investing, I think the safest investments you can make are ones with buy nows. The only issue with investing in like these cards that are out of packs that are over 100k is not many people think to look at them, and obviously unless you like advertise it on Twitter or whatever, not that many people are going to be like looking at the cards, so it could potentially get undervalued. So definitely something I recommend you guys like keep in mind. But in terms of cards, definitely look at Harrison Barnes is definitely one, definitely Derrick Rose as well. Spencer Dinwiddie is another one. There was another card that I recommend, but I can't find him. All right, it was this Jimmy Butler. Now, at the time of recording this video, he's not in the triple threat anymore, but at the time when he was in triple threat, you could very easily find this card for about 5,000 MT. And to be fair, for 5,000 MT, his card is phenomenal. And already he's up to about over 6k, over 7k. Okay, I made a bruh. Okay, maybe not Jimmy Butler anymore, because he's goddamn 9k. 9k for Jimmy when I bought him literally a day ago for 5k. That's insane. But yeah, he's definitely one that I recommend you guys. If you can, obviously, if you can snipe one for cheap enough, definitely get Jimmy, because his price is already skyrocketing up again. So definitely one of the cards that I recommend you guys get. But that's going to do it for the video, lads. Again, if you have stuck around to the end of the video, again, the live stream is going to be on the 8th of November. And I hope to see you guys there. So that's just all I had to get. Peace.